ready to see what I tried
Yeah.
before I start? Alright, so come through here. This is going to get walled in a lot better once it's set. But off to the right here there's one medical bay, and then there's a bunch of chambers,
nice.
so we can bring people in.
Stasis
Yeah.
room.
So stasis room, there's not going to be a door on it just because of the way the medical room sits, but it kind of works nicely.
Yeah.
This was going to be something, I didn't know what exactly. It might be an entryway or something, but whatever.
Okay.
So this is an airlock door. You come up these stairs, and then there's another one, and then you're in the hangar. Except the hangar's not done.
Oh, nice.
But it's a top open door set, and the hangar will go till about the edge of that wall that's over there. Probably a little bit further.
Okay.
But
Give enough
so
room
to
for
about
maneuvering.
yeah, probably to about here. So you could actually fit quite a few little like scouty things in here.
Yeah.
There's cargo hookups. There's 4 of them for cargo drops
Nice.
underneath there. So the hangar is just kind of self-contained. It's got 5 vent spaces, so that way it can easily repressurize after closing the doors. And then there's a vent in here to also pressurize. And then you come forward down here. There's another vent.
Yeah, I could probably add more vents to mine, but work in progress.
Yep. So you need your jetpack for this one.
Okay.
Boop.
Didn't want to make a mag boot walk.
Nope. And then this would be where the cockpit is. But I was trying to glass it in, so that way all you do is, like, when you come up this chute, the only thing you can see is space, other than, like, through the glass.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was trying to do, but I was struggling a little bit.
Nice.
Which is, I think, partially why it took me so long to get stuff done. Since I haven't closed the internals in, I guess if you come down here, you can kind of see how it all works. So these 3 vents that are tucked away down here feed the cockpit, because this is just like the underneath the floor, but the floor is open since it's that big open space. So this wall will extend.
Nock, it could fit a lot of space pickups.
What was that?
Nock said the hangar can carry a lot of space pickup trucks.
Yes, yes it can.
Yes.
Oh, we got to make more of those and put them in here. This could be a pickup carrier.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, so like this area is kind of like glassed off just because that's why I got the glass tunnel. But then when you get about here, I mean, I want to round the front off, not have it this square edge, but I was just using it as a platform to build. This has 3 large cargo containers on either side, 3 oxygen generators since we've got a lot of big spaces to fill.
Yeah.
These cargo containers are hooked directly up to the hangar bay by going through some side ports. And then the oxygen tubes are actually separated from the cargo, so that way it didn't get in the way of the cargo bins.
That's actually pretty well thought out, I guess.
Yeah, so I spent probably a majority of the time routing all this plumbing because I was trying to keep the floor space as open as possible. So, like, if you notice, like, the plumbing kind of comes right out to the edge, so it can get walled in.
Yeah.
And if you notice, up a level. I forgot. I started walling this stuff in, so it's not like I can just jump floors as easily as I was earlier. If you noticed when we came through the doors here from your section to mine, there's like an extra wall of thickness, but it's kind of well hidden because there's a door here, and then there's the medical bay here. Remember what I was saying? I had wasted space.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in here, and if you were able to poke through this wall, there is a 1 block wide gap in here.
Oh, wow.
Because that's where I was feeding the oxygen supply to a couple spaces.
Yeah.
And I figured this could get filled in with some other stuff if necessary, but...
Yeah. Still, I think it's less space unused than I have.
Like in most of my ships, I try to be pretty efficient with the space usage.
Yeah.
But there's like this floor plan that I just don't know what to do with over here. I was gonna make probably an entryway or something. So I never
Yeah.
really actually solved the whole getting into this thing problem, other than the giant hangar doors,
Mm.
which I'll admit are kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at. If you want to help glass this in or something,
Mhm.
that would be appreciated because I was struggling since I didn't have a stable connection.
Yeah.
And glass is kind of one of those nitpicky things
Mhm.
that really gets annoying if you don't have a solid connection.
Just a bit. That.
So I'll get back to the walling project. Well, I guess you were doing that. And then solve the entry problem as well.
Alright. Put that there for the moment. Maybe looking at one. Yeah. That's there.
I have to say though, that engine compartment, major props. Looks great.
So I think that's one of my best yet. Oh.
Well, you definitely should be proud, especially in the time span that you did it in. Because I know, like, planning those out can be a pain.
Yeah. I found a trick I started using, actually watching Morphologists and Wasted Space and Last Stand Gamers and all them. With their builds, they tend to do more of a like build with the parts that you need,
Right.
and then build the frame around them. So I outer shell first, but then I just put in the reactors and the hydrogen, and I started building in walkway and whatnot from there.
One of the things I haven't implemented yet, but I wanted to put an external cargo port just so that way you could offload this ship rather than having to use a bunch of small ships to ferry in and out of the hangar bay.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done that yet. And it wasn't going to necessarily go on the nose, because the nose was going to be basically just be this glass structure.
Mm-hmm.
Because the glass goes all the way back to the vents. Back here.
Gotcha.
Was the idea anyway. So that way, like, you literally get that nice panoramic look when you walk into the cockpit. Like, this was supposed to be some really nice rounded off. It was supposed to be the best cockpit I'd designed, but I was just struggling with the glass, so. I mean, it'll still look nice, but it just won't be this elegant wraparound.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that at this point.
Just get it into place for the moment, anyways.
Exactly.
Here's you, it's you. That's not. Wait, no, I don't need you. I don't need you there. That's not. That's the one I was looking for. Names for this new ship.
What was that?
Recommended names: the SS Gus Garage Stop, the Fragility, it's glass, the the Party Front and Business Back.
I mean, if I apparently built the ultimate party pad, I'll take credit for that.
Right?
Oh man, it's like I knew what I was doing when I was spacing this out.
Yeah.
Earlier, when I was just like estimating lengths of things.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Do. Yeah.
Thought about designing like a more rounded front, but the problem is then you couldn't use the hangar space.
Yeah.
And since this was an exploring vessel, I figured a hangar would be useful.
Yeah.
At least, relatively. Yeah, the few times I have actually gone in, and done stuff in creative, I usually build from the inside out because I'll do all the internal structure stuff first.
Hmm.
So that's like while I was doing all the plumbing and whatnot.
Yeah. So I don't need that one. I suppose it's possible.
What?
Wondering if anyone just made like a glass sphere with all the ships on the inside.
I don't know.
I don't know. One, two. I believe it's the one I want. 1 by 2. Right. Yes. Alright. So, that's not the one I thought I was grabbing. That's the one I was looking for. So let's see where. No idea if this is airtight or not.
Guess we'll find out at some point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm probably gonna have to call it for the night.
Oh well, we'll I think we can pick this up next week.
Yeah.
Cause this is looking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't the rounded glass idea that I had, which is a little bit of a bummer, but at the same time, it still has that same beautiful effect of, like,
Oh, yeah,
you
for
walk
sure.
in, and it's just space.
It's
I think
Space,
before I
space
forget,
everywhere.
though, I am going to install that gravity well.
oh yeah.
Actually, no, I'm
Good
going to hold
idea.
off on that, because there's a couple other things I need to do mechanically before I seal that up, so I'll just remember to do that.
Okay.
Because I was gonna stick it closer to the tip here, like about
Hmm.
this direction, just so it
Looks
doesn't
like
interfere with the stuff in the
mine-
back.
About here.
All right. So we'll just put a small one then out this direction.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do. Oh, wait. Oh, I've been doing walls. If you couldn't tell.
Uh-huh.
Do you have it in your quick bar?
No, I don't actually.
I got it. Just a second. We could make spherical gravity.
We could.
It would be absolutely useless on a ship, but unless we made a spherical ship. That'd actually be really fun. We should do that sometime.
Definitely be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
That looks kind of doofy on the front, but at least temporarily it'll sit there.
Yeah. Give us something to work with, anyways.
Yeah, I'll figure out a more permanent home for it once we get settled.
Woohoo!
Because gravity's really strong mid-ship.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know,
Is it
it's something we could turn that
18 or
we could turn
something?
that down though, like
Oh, yeah.
the range.
Yeah. We'll balance that out eventually.
Hey, I got the chambers done. We can just go jump in those
Oh,
like
hey,
we usually
there you
do. Do, 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 do.
go. Excuse me.
Take your pick.
Tink.
Oops. There we go. Ba-doom.
Alrighty.
So I guess we're off to the races on construction project.
Yeah.
And then we'll eventually have to remove the wall,
Yeah.
but this is going to be a fun ship to play around with once we get it finished. I'm kind of glad we did this because it's like We didn't know what we were doing going into it. We didn't know what we were going to have for the ship, but you know what? It worked out nice.
Yeah. And knock, yeah, if there were 18 Gs pulling you down, that would probably screw up your legs
You think?
somehow. just a little bit. Anywho.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. But we will. I think we should be able to see you next week, and then after that, it might be a week off because I'll be in the process of moving. So I don't know when the internet will get set up, but at least next week we should be good for next week.
Sounds good.
But yeah, we will catch you guys later.
Yep. Have a good one.
Peace.